How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
They are IPL's most decorated, but they're coming off of a season, a rare one, where neither managed to make it to the top four. The quest for title number 6 begins for Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians with a classic showdown at Chepauk on Sunday evening. We build up to that game on Maruti Suzuki Arena, presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout in the company of Piyush, Chawla, Ambati, Rayudu, both men who've been on both sides of this classic battle. What a game to start us off.
I think it's always been an amazing battle because both the teams feel the heat and they think that they can really measure their standard of cricket in that season when they play against MI or CSK. So I think both teams are aware that even when they play at their best, they can be beaten by the other side. So that's what makes this very, very interesting.
Well, as you mentioned, two most successful teams of this league. It's the 18th season is coming, it's starting, and when these two teams play against each other, and the good thing is they're playing the first game against each other. So whosoever will win this game will set the tone, and when they two play, so everyone really want to watch this game because you want to see best of the cricket, and these two really gives you that best cricket. It's like the entertainment.
Yeah, it is the perfect recipe for the opening weekend of a new IPL season. Lots of new narratives, lots of new players, but Mumbai have some decisions to make. They will be without Jasprit Bumrah for at least the first few games, and they will also be without captain Hardik Pandya. So Surya Kumar Yadav will be leading. So lots of questions. Let's go through what could be possibly MI's lineup. Rohit Sharma will have a new opening partner, Ambati. Ryan Rickelton, the favourite to take that slot?
Yeah, I think because he's a left-hander and also has been batting really well. So I think he can also keep wickets. So that's a great option to have. It will be Ryan Rickelton for me.
They do have Will Jacks as well. Would you be tempted to go that way?
Well, to be honest, no, because as he mentioned, Ryan has done really well over the past almost 1.5 years. He has got a lot of runs batting at the top of the order, and then he gives you that option of keeping as well. And so you're sorted. At least he's covering your two bases. So I think Rohit and Ryan will open the innings.
If you go further down, Tilak Verma, Surya Kumar Yadav, no discussions there at 3 and 4. But given that they are missing Hardik Pandya, is there still room to have a Will Jacks for this particular game?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, especially coming at number 3, because he can be that sort of a player who can actually set the tone, and that can be a healthy competition between him and Rickelton for when Hardik returns. So, I think Will Jacks at 3 will be good, and because Hardik is not there, Tilak and Surya can just come down a little bit.
Now the bowling is a completely different beast because you're missing Jasprit Bumrah's 4 overs, which are worth 8 overs. But they do have a new bowling lineup. Trent Bolt is back. 2 ex-CSK boys in Deepak Chahar and Mitchell Santner get a chance to go up against their former team. Those 12 overs become so vital for Mumbai while they are without Bumrah.
Definitely, because Bumrah is a big miss. We all know that what he can deliver. It's not about what kind of a pitch you are playing on, what kind of conditions. If you need wickets, you call Jasprit Bumrah. When he is not there, so it becomes really crucial for the bowlers, the senior bowlers who have got that experience to go out there and deliver for the team. So the onus will be on somebody like Deepak Chahar, who has done really well in IPL, and especially with the new ball, he can swing the ball both ways. And then Trent Bolt, former MI player, back to MI team, and we all know that what he is capable of with the new ball. And then Mitchell Santner, the kind of form he has shown in last 6 odd months, the way he has bowled, especially in Indian conditions against the Indian batter. So these 3 will have definitely a big role to play for the team.
Yeah. Now Santner, Bolt and Rickelton at the top, that's 3 locked overseas. While Bumrah is not around, what to you is the bigger gap to plug? Pandya with Jacks or potentially a Reece Topley or a Corbin Bosch to add heft to the bowling?
I think it's especially playing at Chepauk, I think the onus will be on the batting. And I feel Will Jacks will be a good addition because Bosch can fill in that gap that Hardik Pandya has left, but that's a gap that's very, very hard to fill. Maybe even Raj Bawa can be looked at, and MI has been brave with their youngsters over the years, so you never know, they might throw in a surprise there.
Yeah. Let's shift to CSK, whose strategy usually is not exactly the same as MI. Contrasts of culture when these two sides meet. The question around the 4 overseas, because you look at this overseas mix at CSK now, and there's a lot of tough choices to make. So which way would you be going with those 4 overseas players?
I think CSK has generally preferred finger spinners over wrist spinners. So I think they would go with Ashwin, Jadeja and Rachin Ravindra. And Noor might just miss out, and Sam Curran might be in that squad. So
I want to get you in immediately because the manner in which Noor Ahmed, it's not just the figure, but also it was almost like a statement from Stephen Fleming, the way he went out for that challenge to the RTM. It feels like they want to play.
Well, I think they'll go with Noor Ahmed because, Chennai, you're playing. I know there won't be much turn with the, in the beginning of the tournament because wickets will be fresh, but still there will be something for the bowlers, and you want one wrist spinner in your lineup because, and Noor Ahmed is the only option they have. So, overseas, and as you mentioned, the way they were bidding for him, and then an RTM, he showed that authority that we want him. So, I think Noor Ahmed.
Okay. Good to have different opinions on this couch. Let's go back. You're saying Rachin, but is there also room for Conway, or is he taking Conway's spot?
no, I think there is room for Conway as well, because I feel Conway will open Rachin at number 3, will solidify the batting a lot, and also Sam Curran, especially playing in Chepauk with bigger side boundaries, he might actually be very useful, and also with the bat. So, I think that gives a better balance to the side, but as Piyush said, you never know, a wrist spinner, it's rare that CSK played. I think you are the last wrist spinner that has played for CSK.
And then that's why they wanted one wrist spinner badly, so that's why he has come in. And we are forgetting one name, that Pathirana, which they have retained obviously, and he has done really well for the CSK in last few years. So I feel maybe one batter might miss out, and it could be if I was in the management looking at the form of Rachin Ravindra, I'll go obviously with Rachin, but Devon Conway has done really well for CSK in last 2 odd season. So that will be a toss up between them, and then Pathirana will definitely come in, and then Noor.
So you are going Conway, Rachin, Curran and Pathirana.
Yeah.
And you're saying Noor, Pathirana
And
with Rachin
Rachin.
and Sam Curran.
Yeah.
There's a lot of balance. There's a lot of questions. There is also the potential of Nathan Ellis, which could be a player they consider, because do you always want 3 spinners playing? You imagine Ellis will get games at some point, even if not against MI?
I doubt it. I think he's been taken as a backup for Pathirana if he gets injured, and he's a great backup to have. And I don't think both of them will find a place, at least in the CSK, mindset, CSK line of thinking. So I think he'll miss out.
All right. Enough about the overseas picks. There is also the return of the prodigal son, because our Ashwin is back at Chennai Super Kings after all these years. Now as a retired international cricketer, which version of Ashwin can we expect to see?
Ashwin will be same Ashwin what we have seen over the years. He'll just come, he'll bowl in those tough overs in power plays, and maybe 1 odd over in this log as well, because we have very rarely seeing off spinners especially bowling in the slog overs, but Ashwin has done that quite often, bowling in those last 5 overs. So he'll be doing the job for the team and bowling those tough overs.
I think Ashwin will be a great option, especially in the power play as well, because we have seen him against left-handers doing really well. The only thing I think he might not get to do in this team is munkading. So I don't think they would be going with it. They will be retreating the appeal for sure.
Okay, so that's a big armor taken away from our Ashwin. Ambati Rayudu's intel tells us. But thank you, gentlemen, for setting up this one. No shortage of narratives in this one. Both MI and CSK hurting from 2024. Their bid for title number 6 begins here.